Hi. Hello, everybody out there that comes across this video/stream. My name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to my live discussion on episode 16 of Pokemon Horizons. If you're someone that's coming across this video/stream for the first time, you like this type of content, you should probably subscribe to the channel. It'd be pretty cool if you did that, like the video, and all that good stuff. And join the discussion. We'd like to have you here so we can talk about Pokemon Horizons. It's pretty neat, and we have a good time here. But anyways, now that the intro's done, I'm gonna wait for some people to show up. I'm gonna put on some Nintendo Stream music. Trying to figure out which song I should start with. You know what? We're gonna go back to pretty much the beginning. Why don't we start with we'll go back to the beginning. It looks like Knuckles was here. Sup, Knuckles? I had a pretty nice trip. It only went for like 2 days, but it was pretty nice. Nice to get out for a little bit. But I am back. Oh, well, hopefully we get some people in here. I know that usually I have these on Saturdays, but couldn't help it since I was off. And next week I might end up doing this on Sunday again. Who knows? I haven't decided. All I know is that I can't stream super late Saturday night either, so. But yeah. We'll give it a couple minutes for people to show up. If not, I will start working. I'll start my review. Hey, look, it's Super Mario Sunshine music. Put it down just slightly. But yeah. If nobody shows up by the 5-minute mark here, I will start reviewing the episode. But again, just waiting for some people to show up. To anyone that's potentially here, which I don't think anybody's here at the moment, but if you're hearing this, let me know how your day's been and your thoughts on today's episode. Well, today. The most recent episode of Pokemon Horizons. Huh. Might ask Jerome and see if he wants to come on and talk about the episode. He probably might just stick in the chat, knowing him. But we will try. Wow. Fizzle Wizard is here. Wow. You actually made it. Did you finally watch Pokemon Horizons? Did it actually happen, Fizzle Wizard? Somebody gave it an 8 or 7 out of 10. Okay. Teach their own. Alright. Give it just a little bit more time and then I will start talking about this episode. Looks like we're getting some people showing up now. Alrighty. Since we're still waiting, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Pokemon Horizons, Episode 16. And hello, Miraculous Holder 365. Thank you for joining. Yes, we're talking about episode 16 of Pokemon Horizons. So, in my opinion, this is my favorite episode of Horizons so far. I think it's even better than episode 6. A very solid episode, but to summarize the episode, it starts with Dot catching Quaxley. As it turns out, Dot did not own Quaxley, which I thought was pretty interesting. So, just like Fuecoco, Quaxley was one of the wild Pokemon on the ship. So that was pretty cool. It was a really nice moment. It kind of shows her, it's kind of like, how do I say this? It's her growth as a character, continuing as it shows how much she's grown since bonding with Liko, and now she's come out, and now she's got her first Pokemon. She's no longer streamer girl, but she's actually out in action within this episode. So they pretty much split up to actually look to see who the culprit is who stole Liko's pendant. Now it's interesting because let me put this down. It's interesting because again, Spinel is once again playing chess with them, because they come to the conclusion that he's probably here still waiting to go on a ship. Timing all the time. Sorry. Matt just walked out of his room. But anyways, what I was saying was they come to the conclusion that it's the person that stole Liko's pendant is probably waiting to board a ship that's leaving Lavincia. And yeah, it turns out that was basically, once again, false information. Freed goes there, battles basically a decoy that's there to distract him. And he doesn't find the culprit there. Liko, Roy, and Dot are alerted by Liko's pendant because it starts resonating, kind of like when Rayquaza showed up and came out of the mysterious Pokeball. The same thing is pretty much happening here, so they realize that, the culprit is nearby, and they find a cargo ship. Well, specifically Dot does. And Dot actually almost gets hypnotized, and her memories get brainwashed as well. No, erased, I should say. Excuse me. But Quaxley steps in and helps out, though Quaxley is outnumbered. It's basically 2v1. But Dot commands Quaxley to basically shoot a water attack in the air, basically alerting Liko and Roy. And they come to her defense. And what was probably one of the best moments in the episode, it shows how each of these characters have grown so far. They face off against Spinel in confidence, and it's actually pretty neat because they're on their own. Freed's not there to help them out. They're pretty much on their own, fending for themselves. So Liko shows a ton of confidence here, and honestly, she seems like a leader. She comes off as a leader here. I'm getting some slight Ash vibes from her in this episode, especially in this moment, as they face off against Spinel's Pokemon. Which, at first, they're struggling, but it's actually interesting. One part that I thought was pretty neat, where Fuecoco actually couldn't reach Magneton, I think it was. That got hit by the Ember attack. That is until Wattrell actually came out and ended up annoying Fuecoco, and he got super mad and shot the Ember out, and it actually, because of his anger, it actually hit. The attack actually connected, so I thought that was kind of neat. But then they defeat the two Pokemon. Then Spinel's real ace, Umbreon, comes out and basically is about to mop the floor with them. It's pretty much on another level, and it's pretty clear that they're, it's out of their league, so to say. Well, anyways, hello.
Hi. Sorry.
Gotcha. I'll give it a moment. Mhm. Yeah, we'll just pause for a second, guys. There we go. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so obviously Umbreon is basically way stronger than everybody's Pokemon that's present there, but Liko's pendant once again resonates as Liko's in danger. Well, it's kind of interesting because Liko's pendant kind of resonates with the mysterious Pokeball once again, and since they're basically within reach of one another, the orb Bolivia that actually is in that Pokeball, that mysterious ancient Pokeball, comes out and actually ends up protecting them. It's pretty clear that, it would have protected them, and Umbreon would have been outmatched. And it's kind of interesting because Spinel is forced out of basically where he's hiding out at. And in that moment, Liko is able to get her pendant back. And he manages to, get out of there, without getting hurt by the Bolivia. Can't speak. But they end up leaving. They're safe. Spinel fails, but we get to see the other executive explorers, which is pretty neat. And they all look super interesting, especially the pink-haired girl. I believe their names are Sango, Agate, and Onyx. So interesting names. So yeah, that's pretty much where the episode comes to an end, with Spinel becoming more curious about Liko and her pendant. It seems like he withheld the information that Liko is basically the key to, solving the puzzles with this pendant, or unlocking its hidden potential. And basically, Liko, Roy, and Dot, they escape. And another funny moment towards the end of the episode is that Dot reveals to Liko that, yep, I'm Nidothing. Because for the longest time, Liko thought that Dot was just a super fan. But nope, she's the real deal. And it was a pretty funny moment. But yeah, that's pretty much where the episode comes to. And then another thing I thought was pretty interesting is that Dot actually appears in the ending now with the other Rising Volt tacklers. So that's cool. So yeah. Now, before I give my rating, what's up, Emerald? Welcome to the stream. I did alert Jerome. We'll see if he shows up. You did miss Matt as well. He was out here for a minute. But anyways, moving on. I guess for my overall thoughts, I thought this was a very good episode. This is my favorite episode of Horizon so far, and this was a satisfying conclusion to the Paldea arc within this series. It was really well done for the most part. I do think it's a little bit I guess it makes sense that, like, as soon as the Liko's in danger, and she's near the pendant and the mysterious Pokeball, the Pokemon that are within the mysterious Pokeball will come out and help her out. At least everyone but Rayquaza. But it was a very solid episode. You get to see all the characters, like how much they've grown since the beginning. Especially Dot. Dot has come a long way. She got her first Pokemon in this episode. She gained a lot of confidence, and yeah, that was really good. I know Liko and Roy still need work, and I do like the fact that Liko does reflect at the end of the episode that, all this is happening because of her and her pendant. So she's causing a lot of trouble, and I like that she's reflecting a bit, so that's really neat. I will say that seeing Liko showing off confidence in this episode was really cool to see, especially as you see in the thumbnail for this video. It's really cool, and it's really neat how these characters are developing in their own ways. But they have changed a lot since their debut, so that's pretty cool. Especially Liko and Dot. Like, Liko was not this confident earlier in the series, so it's cool to see her growing. I do think they need to work on her development a little bit more, because she still needs some work. But overall, I think they're doing pretty good so far. For me, if I had to give this episode a rating, I'd probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's pretty close to being a 10 out of 10. Very, very solid episode. Anyways, I'm going to go and read the comments. It was time for Liko to know anyways, yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Jerome? I didn't expect Doc to be a new trainer. Yeah, same here. I thought she already owned Quaxley. Yeah. Lilo needs to know. Her face. You go, girl, Liko. Yes, girl. I meant Liko. I know, just messing around. Liko needs to get more Pokemon. Yes, I do. I agree. She needs it. I'm hoping when we go to Galar, she catches something. Roy's already got his second Pokemon, so I think Liko needs it. Especially in this episode, she basically she felt like a leader of the group. Especially in that shot. She's like, center stage. She feels like she's like the leader of the group. She feels like she's coming into her own as a character, so that's cool to see. I do think she needs a little bit more work, though. Personally. But, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Very good episode. Spinel's a very interesting character. He's withholding information from the other explorers, which is interesting. I'm curious as to why Gibeon is actually so interested in this pendant. Like, why does he want this pendant? What's he going to achieve when he has this pendant? It seems like the one thing they don't know is that, besides Spinel, is that Liko and the pendant seem to be needed to essentially work. But the problem is, the Pokemon, the mysterious Pokeballs, or the ancient Pokeballs, aren't exactly going to be friendly towards the explorers. So, they got another thing coming if they think that they're going to just easily get the pendant in Liko. So yeah, if they steal the pendant, it's just not going to do anything without Liko. So they're eventually going to realize that they need her. Anyways, Jerome, what did you think of the episode? Do you want to stay in chat or do you want to come on to BC? Yep, Dot got the quack. Oh, I should also mention the animation in this episode was great. There was a few excellent shots within the episode. It's probably the best looking episode of Horizon so far. Chat for the win. I'm watching anime with this on the sideline. Oh, of course. This guy, I swear. So, I didn't get to do like a episode like discussion for the next episode. I just didn't have time for it. But when the next episode, it looks like Fuecoco and excuse me, can't speak. Seem to be fighting, and they end up fighting against Captain Pikachu within the episode. There's a little bit of a precursor to that within this episode with Fuecoco getting mad at Watrel. And actually, that's the reason why its attack managed to connect. So, Fuecoco does need a little bit of work too. I mean, I guess he's still growing as a Pokemon. I guess we'll see when he evolves eventually. Some people are speculating that Fuecoco is going to evolve in the next episode, which, man, if that happens, Roy not only caught his second Pokemon, his first Pokemon evolved. So, Liko, I think we need Liko to catch another Pokemon soon. Please and thanks. Actually, I'm wrong. Liko does have a second Pokemon. The pendant Pokemon should come out and befriend Liko instead of just being the protector plot device. I mean, probably eventually it will. But I think for right now, it's just going to stay independent. Probably when we learn more about the upcoming DLC, which I imagine we're going to learn about in this week's Pokemon Presents. We'll probably know when the DLC is going to drop. I imagine that the first part is coming out in either September or October. And then the other one's coming either later this year or early next year. Yo, Kaiwan, what's up? A very good episode, truly. Agreed. Yes. We have 7 votes, and the majority is voting for 10 or 9. One vote for 8 or 7 out of 10. I gave it a 10. Okay. Nick gives it a 10 out of 10. Jerome, do you believe that Nick watched the episode here and gave it a 10? That would be interesting for sure. By the way, Mitchell, you can watch this anime because you have Hulu. It's called Heavenly Delusion. What's it about? Jerome can't even show up. How would he know? Oh boy. Nick is a fraud. Oh my gosh, shots are fired. Shots fired. How are you all gonna respond? I gave it a 10. Characters, story progression. Yeah. Yep. I agree. An anime about the adventure of going outside. Really? I respond with Mitchell is evil. No. Emerald, aren't you evil? Think you might be evil. Just go out inside instead. Okay, anyways, jokes aside, does anybody else here want to share their thoughts on the episode and assign a rating? Jerome, what do you rate this episode out of? 9, 8, 7 out of 10? Told you all we have a little bit of evil. Oh, okay, buddy. You gave it an 8, okay. I see. Chest of Greatness. Oh, hey, Chest of Greatness, you're here. What's up? You gave it a 10 out of 10? Cool. Nice to see you back here. It's been a little bit. By the way, I don't think we can watch Baki this upcoming Tuesday. Oh. It's now the story of 3. So do you think Dot is going to be, like, elevated to main character status? Or is she going to be with, she's going to be like Koharu, Chloe? She definitely should be now. I guess we'll see. They've kind of been hiding her up to this point. Maybe she can be sidekick now, but work her way up. If they're going to go that route, let's not repeat what they did with Koharu, because I don't want that to happen ever again. Please. Please. I'm on my hands and knees. Please. They're doing a good job with Dot so far. Don't screw it up. Please. Don't waste Dot like the last one. I think the thing about it, though, is that because these are kind of progressive episodes where they're all kind of, usually together, I think she's going to be appearing way more frequently than Koharu was. Dot has a starter Pokemon, but she will be the least important out of the group. Proof, evidence. We all know they aren't doing a Chloe again. Okay. Hopefully not. I mean, so far, honestly, I think at this point in the series, I think they're doing a better job with Dot than they ever did with Koharu. And that's saying a lot. She, like, seriously developed a ton within, like, 10 episodes. We all know, okay. But whose starter will evolve? Probably Roy's, but I think they're both. I think we're going to see Sprigatito fully evolve. But Liko and Roy have 1, 2, and it's their story, yeah. Roy, Fuecoco, Liko, Sprigatito. I imagine that both of them will evolve. Which one evolves first? I think it should be Sprigatito, since Sprigatito technically is a little bit more experienced than Fuecoco. That's why I'm saying I feel kind of weird if Fuecoco evolved already. I feel like it needs a little bit more before it actually evolves. Bro, I think Dot has already shown up more than Koharu at this point. Yeah. That's literally what I just said. So, see, at least someone agrees with me. That's pretty sad, too. We're not even 20 episodes in this series. We already got a character more developed than Koharu. That says a lot. And more useful, too. Yeah. I mean, she's still got a little bit to go, but, like, she's already, like, a prominent character within the series. Not to mention she's Nidothing, too. Dot has shown up more than Koharu at this point in episodes compared to the same amount of episodes in Journeys. Yeah. Oh yeah, Liko needs to build her team. Yep. Hopefully she catches something in Galar. I prefer Dot as well, says Nick. Dot versus Iono rematch. Maybe they'll have a streamer battle sometime in the future. For now, they just did their collab, which was already pretty interesting in and of itself. More useful than Koharu. We need another Koharu's development tournament. Oh, really? Oh, goodness gracious. Please, no more Iono. No, yes, more Iono. Yes, please, give us some more. Oh, you know, I will watch the episode. Watch that episode. Yes. Leave her in Paldea. No, bring her everywhere. Put her on the ship. Just for Nick. Maybe Nick should watch Pokemon instead of playing games. Oh. What's your response, Nick? Oh goodness. People still want Ash cameo. We'll discuss that at a later date. I think we still need some time. It's an ongoing story. Baki is on the back burner. Okay. I mean, I would like to watch it. Wait, there's a movie for this gen. No, not yet. Maybe next year. We'll see. I tagged you on Discord with something. Okay, I'll look at it in a minute. I'm getting kind of a little bombarded by chat right now. Ash would be... Really, guys? A highlight? That means no more AU Ash. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but it seems like the movies are kind of on hold for, like, however long they decide. I'm watching it okay, so it isn't for me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and watch Baki. Alright, I'm looking up what you sent me. Me versus Fizzy on Iono returning. Oh boy. Alright, I got a response for this. I will look at the chat in a moment. I have to respond to this Discord thing. There you go. Anyways, I'm coming back. Oh, taking off chest? Oh, great. Thanks for joining and chatting with us. Have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. We need an older Ash movie. I'm gonna just say this again. I would put your expectations pretty low for that, just because I don't think they're ever gonna age Ash. If he ever comes back. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? There you go. By the way, if you haven't joined my Discord, you should probably do that. Anyways, you guys got anything else to chat about here? Let's see what you guys also have. We need an Ash sitting on Mount Silver moment. Probably not. I think the time for that has passed, Jerome. I'm just gonna put it out there. Anyways, yeah, Ash and Red are different. I mean, what do you expect in the end of the series to be Liko showing up at Mount Silver and then there's Ash and she faces and defeats Ash? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? The new villains, let's see how they're handled. I like the villains so far. I think the initial ones need to come back, like Amethio and Konya, and then maybe they can just drop the other guy. Don't really care for him so much, but those two are cool. Spinel's cool. The other characters that we just got in this episode seem pretty neat. I can't wait to see what they're going to do within the series. Did you really just say that, Jerome? Why, Jerome? Why you made... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. I literally don't know what to say now right now. This is definitely a moment. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. You need more fiber in your diet, Ed boy. Oh, gosh. See, this is why you come to my streams and my videos and stuff like this. You just never know what's gonna happen. You go to somebody else like Lumio's Trainer Zach or whatever, and it's gonna be like, yeah, we're just talking about Pokemon or whatever. You come over here, it's just like we need to or Pikachu. What was it? Jerome said, just like I think Pikachu should die at the end of Aim to be a Pokemon Master. Bit of a knee-jerk difference from what other PokeTubers are putting on this site. Okay, what are we? Why are we talking about fiber? Okay, anyways, guys, let's get back on track. So, does anyone else want to give their thoughts on the episode and like what they expect from the Galar arc that is coming up probably soon? Give your thoughts away. We need to get off track more. Really? Oh, I found a good gift. I'm just excited to see if we'll see more of Galar. Yeah, I mean, Kabu's coming, so we'll get to see what he's gonna be doing. And then maybe we'll see Nessa. Fingers crossed. Horizons, don't let me down. Top tier. So will Liko be part of Dot's streams? I don't know. Probably not. I gotta find another one. You do it, Nick. But Nick's not exactly into the series. What is your response to this, Nick? He asked you, not me. Good lord. There you go. You can do both easy. Uh-oh, what's your response? Miraculous Holder 365. 9 out of 10. Okay, that's a solid rating. That is a solid score you got there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what to say to all that. Oh, Lord. This is what happens every stream. I just talk about the episode and it derails into random stuff constantly. Oh, well. Guess it makes it entertaining. Okay. Anybody else want to give their thoughts on today's episode? I keep saying today's episode, but the episode aired like 2 days ago. The most recent Pokemon Horizons episode, episode 16. And if you have any thoughts for the next episode, put them in the chat. I think next episode, it's going to be like episode 7. That's why I'm like a little bit unsure how I feel about it. Hopefully it's good. It kind of feels like it's more of like the in-between, like Peldan Galar arc, mini arc or whatever. Maybe Fuecoco or Watrel learns a new move, maybe? They definitely will. Yeah, probably. I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe Fuecoco learns a new move or gets stronger or something. He's trying his best, guys. But yeah, we'll be going on here for a little bit still. We'll wait and see if anybody else wants to join or is able to join the stream. Okay, if you don't want to talk about the episode, is there anything else you guys want to talk about related to this series? Or just chat in general? Anything at all, guys? Died. Did you put out your stream schedule for this week yet? No. I probably won't do that until tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm doing all this week. I still gotta figure it out. Did you get Freed's Charizard event gift? I did not. Lol. Is it even available still? Oh, sorry if I'm being silent. I'm kind of multitasking right here. I'll look at the chat momentarily. Oh. I will consider getting it. Till the end of August, okay. See, got plenty of time. Boy, you guys are sure quiet right now. I don't even know what to talk about. This music's pretty nice, though. Huh. I don't know if you guys are, if there's nothing else to talk about, we'll go on for at least another 13 minutes, and if there's nothing, I'll probably call it a night. Unless you guys have something really interesting to talk about. What game do you plan on playing next? You'll see. I'm about to hop on Unite. Good lord. Did you watch WWE SummerSlam? I did not. Metroid Prime? I haven't planned on doing Metroid Prime on stream. Next game is Oracle of Seasons. Have you considered what I told you about, I don't know what you talked, I don't know what you're referring to. A certain game I'm going to play in September. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Right now the plan is Oracle of Seasons, and then we'll go from there. I guess we'll see what we find out on Tuesday regarding Pokemon. Whenever Scarlet and Violet DLC comes out. What are your thoughts on what, per se? Let's go over what everyone's predictions will be. It's funny because it's going to be 35 minutes, so it's not going to be something small. They're probably going to do, there's going to be stuff for Go, Masters, and Unite. Oh boy, hold on. This will definitely pick up. Let me put this down slightly. Mario Paint music be loud. So definitely we'll get something for those three. DLC news is definitely happening. Maybe NSO for red, blue, and yellow. Excuse me. Maybe we'll get something for the next games. Apparently, Unova games are rumored, but I imagine that won't be until like next year that we get that information. I would imagine that gets announced on Pokemon Day next year. All I'm hearing is Eula, Eula, Eula. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not playing Genshin right now. I'm betting they will give us a fall DLC date. More Detective Pikachu news. Their mobile games will have the events, yep, and Mewtwo Raid. They will also talk about the World Championships too. That is happening this week. Yeah, probably. They hopefully will. Yeah, I imagine they're not gonna be like, oh, by the way, we're gonna do red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, and fur red, leaf green. We're all releasing it like all at once. I can't see them doing that, but that would be pretty dope if they did that. I imagine they'll just start with red, blue, and yellow. I think people have been waiting for that to be on NSO, so I imagine that it's gonna happen at some point. And what better way to introduce it than in this 35-minute Pokemon Presents? Probably the classic TCG set and the Netflix series. Probably. We'll probably get some news on that. I almost forgot that the Pokemon Presents is this week. I mean, we kind of knew it for a little bit, but I guess I've been so busy the last week. I just kind of tuned out the last few days from it. Would prefer not to work this week. I would like to react to the Pokemon Presents, but I can't work. I wonder if we'll have a Nintendo Direct in September. That'd be cool. Oh, hey, what's up, Thomas? We pretty much got done talking about the episodes. We're just talking about miscellaneous things right now. We're talking about the Pokemon Presents right now. Yeah, Thomas, you can give your thoughts on the episode. What did you rate the episode? I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. That's my personal rating. Why not 10? Because I said so. Okay, I was worried that if they get the pennant back in one episode, it would make Spinel look weak. They did it quite well, and even though a few details felt forced, but overall, really good. Yep, I agree. Next Pokemon Presents will be on Tuesday, 6 a.m. Pacific time. See, I wish they would just do it later in the day or something, like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or something. That would make it like easy for me to do a reaction. Yeah, because people on the West Coast have to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch this Pokemon Presents. I'm in Tennessee, oh, I see. What time is it for you right now? For me, it is going on 9 p.m. The problem is that having a powerful antagonist this early in the series does not feel too realistic for few trainers like Liko and Roy to defeat without Freed. But I could overlook that. I mean, yeah, they were like the lesser Pokemon that they were going up against. His two like Pokemon they was commanding at first were definitely not his ace. Neither of them were his ace. Umbreon is his ace, and they even acknowledge that Pokemon, is stronger than they can handle at the moment. It's it's in a different league than what they're used to. So obviously, if the battle would have continued, Umbreon would have won. That's what the episode basically tells out. It's just that the pendant reacting to Liko being in danger is essentially what saved her. And then the ancient Pokeball. I keep calling it the mysterious Pokeball for some reason. The ancient Pokeball opens up and ends up helping out Liko. So I see Emerald. But I still like this episode. It was a very solid one. What are your thoughts going into episode 17? May I ask? Because this episode, pretty much, it's like episode 7, a train focus episode. But specifically for Roy this time, I'm hoping that Liko actually gets some Pokemon development soon. Gets her second Pokemon. Sprigatito maybe evolves at some point. Maybe she gets her second Pokemon, then Sprigatito evolves. Or it happens in the same episode, who knows. Might be asking for too much at once, so. This episode has me hopeful. Was a lot better than the last one. Oh. Okay, at the beginning of the series, people thought Liko would catch Tinkaton, but I thought it would be owned by an antagonist. My theories be right with the introduction of the pink-haired girl. Does she have Pinkaton? Was that confirmed? Because I don't recall seeing that, but I'll look into it. Give me a second. As long as I can actually look this up. Looking up Spinel. That'll lead me to the other executive explorers. Spinel. Okay. What is her name? I think it's Sango. Her design schemes, think its own. See, that might be the case. I guess we'll see. Interesting enough, I think she's that's Pikachu's VA that's voicing her. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Just caught up in something I found. Yeah, that's the other thing. What other thing? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Come on. I gotta look into the other characters and who voices them. Because I didn't catch that. That was the one I caught. I was like, oh, hey, she's voicing another character. She did Sawyer back in X and Y, if I remember correctly. Or she voiced Sawyer. I'm also calling that Roy will catch Wimpod or low kicks. Because both of Roy's Pokemon are gluttonous and have a fear to overcome. Wimpod eats a lot and has a fear of battling. We'll see. We'll see if Roy gets the Wimpod. You know, I wonder how the Lola arc is going to go in this series. That's going to be interesting to see. I guess we'll just see how Galar goes first. I hope it's a good one. The end of this Paldea arc was really good, so gotta hope for the best. That would be interesting if he got them. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I wonder what other Pokemon Dot's going to potentially catch, or if Quaxly's going to be it. I guess we'll find out in the next episode of Pokemon Horizon. In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. And hopefully in the Galar arc, a lot of Pokemon can be caught by all three protagonists. I guess we'll find out what happens. Liko at least needs a Pokemon. I find it hard to believe that, let me actually, before I hold that thought, I'm going to turn the music up slightly. I think this is Clocktown. It is Clocktown! Yes! Hopefully that doesn't pick up. I find it hard to believe that they will not run into some of Ash's friends of some recurring character from Sun and Moon, and Alola is small. They had a lot of characters. I mean, I guess we'll see what they plan on doing. Nope, did not mean to turn that off completely. I'm going to just repeat this, and I will repeat this as many times as I have to. In my opinion, I think they should focus on characters that either never appeared before in Pokemon or got little focus before we actually go to like Ash's friends. I think we need to focus more so on newer characters. And if we get a cameo too, that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I think they're deliberately not doing that so that they can focus on the new characters. Because then if they do introduce a character, that's going to be a problem, because then we're going to be like, who else is going to show up? Is Misty going to show up? Is Brock going to show up? Is May going to you know what I mean? And then it just becomes like a, iceberg of like, giant iceberg of characters that we could potentially look for showing up. But yeah, I will just say it. I want to focus on brand new characters or characters that never appeared in Pokemon before. There are plenty of characters that from the games that never showed up in, well, not plenty, but there's been a few characters that were in the games and never showed up in the anime. So I think it's their time to make an appearance. Kabu didn't appear in Journeys, so that's a good example. I'm calling that Dot will catch Orbeetle, as it is a mad scientist Pokemon and has a Dot. That would be an interesting choice. But Alola is an exception because it is so small. Majora's Mask is the best Zelda game. That's debatable. What characters in Sun and Moon did not appear? Didn't the Ultra Recon Squad never appear? That's one example. Did all the captains appear? I think some of the main characters in the Island Kahunas showed up. Wow, what is your opinion on what? The Zelda? I don't know, I like Twilight Princess a lot. And also Ocarina of Time. But yeah, the Ultra Recon Squad story is done. I mean, they still didn't appear in the series. I just gave you an example of characters from Alola that didn't appear. Yep, they didn't appear at all in the Ultra Recon Squad. That is why I think they will reuse the characters in Alola, because all the characters appeared. I mean, well, I guess we'll see what they decide to do. I think if they do go to Alola, we're going to inevitably see anyone that might be Lusamine. I want Roy to interact with Guzma. Do you think that Guzma even has a shot of appearing? Unless they actually face off against the Explorers themselves. Which the only one that's going to be competent enough to face off against them is Guzma himself. I don't think the Grunts are doing much. So I guess, what would be the purpose of going to Alola? Do you think a mysterious or ancient Pokeball is going to be there somewhere? I want Guzma to appear because I feel the Guzma had a good arc, but it was short. I mean, it didn't appear until the last year, so. Same with How. But we don't talk about How these days. That would be good for them to have a battle. I guess we'll see what they decide to do. Pikmin 4 for what? If Roy catches Wimpod, I want him to seek out Guzma to tutor him on how to train his Wimpod. Do you think Guzma's going to train him on that? And I feel like Guzma just might, laugh it off. Or do you think he did change from his battle with Ash? I mean, this is hypothetical if Roy even catches a Wimpod. He may refuse on the surface, but be flattered that someone wants his tutelage. I guess we'll see. Well, if he's a good guy now, he definitely might. But if he's still a crook, then maybe not. Yeah. Any more thoughts, guys? Regarding this episode or anything in general? Huh. I just heard the whistle in the background. Oh, you mean the Yoshi's Woolly World themed? Or whatever it is? Guzma did show up in the Battle Roy episode of Journeys, mainly just as a cameo, though. It is highly likely that Liko will catch her first Galar. I mean, since we're leaving Paldea, then the chances of that are pretty high, I would say. Roy got his first Pokemon here in Paldea, so maybe they're just doing it like this, because Roy's from Kanto. His first, I guess both of his Pokemon are Paldean, but, I mean, yeah. But I do feel like if we're going to the regions, they're going to get different Pokemon from each of the regions, so that'll be cool. He still appeared. I mean, yes, it's just a cameo, though. Much like what Journeys did with a lot of cameo appearances. They showed up and everybody cheered, and then they disappeared. And I want it to be a Galarmon because the Gen 8 Mons did not get their fair share of focus. Som. We'll see. And she's a Pokemon trainer. She definitely should. Yeah, Liko, step it up. Get some more Pokemon, please. And thanks. What is this? Oh, okay. Thought it was Woolly World again for some reason. And I am kind of sleepy from my trip, not gonna lie. I just barely had time to watch this episode and do this stream. It's summer. Gotta live it up, though. Anywho, guys, any more thoughts about this episode, the series in general, or just want to chat? I'm leaving it up to you guys. So, when do you do these streams? What day and time? It's very dependent on how busy I am. For example, I couldn't do it yesterday because I was not home. So I did the stream tonight. Next weekend, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't know if anyone would be interested for an earlier stream, like noon or something like that. But I'm gonna be busy Saturday night, so it's just an option. I'd have to kind of put out a poll and see what people think. My time, it depends. If it's Saturday, if I'm busy Saturday night, 6 o'clock or 7 p.m. Eastern time zone. I did it at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. You'll be good. I'd be down. Okay. Well, at least that's 2 people. I guess I'll have to see what everybody else thinks. Maybe I'll put out a poll or something on my community post and see if people would be up for that. If that's the case, then I will, like, if I'm busier, like, later in the day on Saturdays, maybe I'll just do the stream around noon or something like that. And do it for, like, an hour or so. It'd be up to you guys, you know. What do you guys think? It's just a thought. Okay. What do you want Liko's first catch to be? I haven't really fleshed that out, to be honest with you. I'd have to really think about it. I do think that it should be a Pokemon that, you know, that relates to her. Like, Som's a pretty good choice. Trying to think what would be another good choice. I don't think we need the starters for Galar, obviously. Cubfu would be kind of an interesting choice, but I don't think they're going to go that route. I don't think anybody from did Go ever catch a Rookity from Galar? What if Liko got Rookity as a Pokemon and Roy has Wattrel? Probably not going to happen since we got bird representation already, but that would be a potential choice. Just most announcement the day before earlier in the day. FYI, Thomas, I do put out like a schedule of when I plan on doing like my streams for the week. For Horizons, I put like a TBA time, but I usually give you the day when I plan on doing the stream. So, I mean, for this stream, I couldn't really do anything about it. I was literally out of town, so I already gave a time for it. So, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I put it in my community post, so I'll have a schedule out tomorrow for what I'm doing this week. Would you jump on the Swamp Frostmoth train? Maybe. I mean, it has potential. It'd be interesting, but we'll see. And why or why not? I mean, it could work for her. It could be a Pokemon that could Liko. It could work for Liko. It'd be interesting. We'd be going from grass to ice type. It'd definitely be an interesting choice for the next Pokemon. I hope she gets a Paradox Pokemon. What would your thoughts be on what Paradox Pokemon she gets? Maybe one of them gets one. That'd be cool. Actually, I didn't think about it. Amethio is Corviknight. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. Well, I even said like it wouldn't even work because we already got bird representation. Fluttermane? That's definitely a choice. Go didn't catch a Rookidee. Okay. If anyone gets a Paradox Pokemon, I think it would be Freed because he is the professor. Maybe. I'm not sure if Freed's gonna get any more Pokemon. For all we know, he has more Pokemon up his sleeve. We just haven't seen them yet. I swear, if he has a Lucario. I'm like, too many people have Lucarios in this series. Oh, hey! Clawliz. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, as I say every stream. What's up? Everybody say hi. Had a busy day today. Yep, me too. I just got home from my trip. So may I ask, we were just talking about this a minute ago. Since I tend to be kind of busy on Saturdays, especially Saturday nights, would you be open to having a stream earlier in the day? I know 2 people have said yes to it, but I just thought I would get your thoughts. Hello. Oh, where did you go? I went to like a Jellystone resort park. They have a bunch of them over the country. Stayed there for a couple days with family. It was fun. Definitely did not eat the healthiest, so definitely gotta eat a lot healthier this week. So what did you think of this episode? I thought it was a great episode. This one was probably my favorite episode of Horizons so far. This along with episode 6. Those are like the top 2 episodes in my opinion. But yeah, overall great episode. I would definitely recommend watching it. 9.5 out of 10. Barbecue. Yeah, we made some stuff on the barbecue. Get back towards the gym. Honestly, I need to get back. I haven't been to the gym in a minute. At least my dinner tonight was a little bit healthier. I had salmon. Along with salad and mixed veggies. Yum. Oh, and I also had white rice. Good stuffed. think Matt's about to walk out of his room, guys. Maybe. I adored this episode. Me too. Hello, that could have been so wrong what you said. What did I say? That's so wrong. Could have been so wrong. Yeah, the animation in this episode was great. The dot and Quaxley shots were great. I wish it was longer. It was so good. Yep, agreed. This was one of my favorite episodes of... Actually, this is my favorite episode of Horizons. What am I saying? Uh-oh, here we go. Pa. What you had... What you had trouble saying, couldn't speak right at first, yeah. I see. They used up every second, lol. Is that a 10 then? 9.5. I give it a slightly below 10 just because it is a little bit convenient that Liko's being protected by this pendant all the time. I get it. It makes sense, especially it's consistent with what happened before, but yeah. I found out that the studio that did Demon Slayer participated in this episode. And you can see... Oh my god, really? That would make a lot of sense. That studio is, like, amazing. They're doing the Genshin Impact anime, so... that'll probably be amazing as well, so... Demon Slayer has, like, top-notch animation, so... What's it going to take for a 10, and why did you give it under? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I just said it. I mean, yeah, that's why Demon Slayer exploded in popularity, because the anime just looks so good. Like, it's just really, really good. Uh-oh, here we go. Pa. That just means that the explorers have to work harder, and also means that they will have to kidnap Liko along with the pendant. Yep, which I think Spinel withheld that information. As he's curious, is Spinel going rogue? We'll see. Pa. Thought Matt was coming out, but I don't think he is. Oh, we have a decent amount of people here. You read the chat after you explain it. I asked it just as you said your reasoning. Okay. Do you play Pokemon Go? I do. I don't play as often as I used to, though. I've mainly been disappointed by a lot of Niantic's recent decisions. So I've kind of, like, been not playing the game as much. But if I'm, like, on vacation or on a walk or, like, whatever, I usually put it on just so I can have something to preoccupy myself. That's me too, Mitchell. You used to play it, just took time off from it recently. Yeah, I don't really. I used to log in every day when the game first came out, in like its first year or so, and then I didn't log in as much, but I still played pretty regularly. But the last like year or so, I pretty much dropped off. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, you don't have to, but if you're interested, I do have a Discord server if you want to join. It's totally up to you. We have a good time. I'm gonna... Oh, hey, Skyward Sword. Trying to see if I can get the link for this to show up. There we go. Where do you work? No judgment, just curious. I can't say where I work at or like what company I work for, but I'll just tell you that I am an accountant and I work in the healthcare industry. So I'm an accountant within the healthcare industry. Anyways, I know it's in my description, but I think the invite expired, so I'll have to fix that at some point. But here's another invite if you guys are like curious. You don't have to, but it's there. Yeah, and if you do join, you'll be able to see when I'm putting out my stuff a lot sooner too. So, as I always put my video announcements out, or I'll make an event for them. So, it's your choice. I worked as a personal trainer before COVID, but switched to PSW. That's neat. But yeah, I will say one thing though, because of the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I worked in the office. Like my whole work week was in the office, but when I moved to, basically when the pandemic hit, I went remote. At first, I was partly like remote, partly in office, but I'm fully remote now, so it makes it a lot easier to, produce my content. Just because I can actually, create my thumbnails at home. I don't have to wait until I get out of work or whatever. I used to have to wait until I got out of work to actually do anything. And then, make my streams are like, I wasn't streaming back when the pandemic hit, but when I was doing videos back then, I had to wait. Though I had a vastly different schedule than I do now, so. But I still had to wait a lot, but now that I work remotely, it's a lot easier to actually produce content. So, yeah. If it wasn't, you'd be getting, like, a lot of my stuff last minute, just saying, just because I wouldn't have time. Work is fun. But anyways, that took a different direction than I was expecting to. Anyways, guys, is there anything else you guys want to chat about here? I know we've been going for an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half now, and usually this is pretty much the part where we're kind of, bringing things to a close. So I just want to put it out there to see if anyone's still here and wants to, if there's anything you guys want to still chat about. So, are you taking off, Thomas? Alright. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for joining. You streaming Metroid, I literally said earlier I didn't plan on it. Is what I want to chat about. Oh. It's not related to Pokemon Horizons. LOL. You should make a plan for it. We'll see. Did you show what I sent to Jeff? I have not had a chance, dude. I think he's sick right now, actually. I'll send it to him sometime this week. Well, what I just asked isn't related to Pokemon Horizons either. Oof. Well, he's also getting ready to move too, so I think he's sick and he's getting ready to move. Anyways, is there anything else? I'm actually going to say this is going to be a last chance or last calls for anything you want to chat about. Because, for Horizons, I will give you my thoughts on last week's episodes in time. I just got to catch up. Well, then catch up, then. I see. You're trying to organize your cards, okay. One more thing, Dot, is Chloe done right. Both characters were one that need to come out of their shells, with the implication that they would be becoming the third main character, but Dot followed through. Yeah, so far so good, and it's kind of crazy because she's developing a lot faster and better than Kaharu/Chloe did. And we're not even 20 episodes into the series. That's saying a lot. But anyways, guys, Dot's a better developing character, though. Yep. And look, Quaxley was already with her beforehand, so. And she got consistent screen time instead of disappearing for months at a time. Yeah. I'd say there's some times where she was absent for 5 or 6 episodes, and then she'd come back and then be there for 2 minutes of screen time, and then that was it. That's literally not how you treat that type of character. That's why I was worried from the get-go that she was being treated as a side character. Try 10 plus episodes. Dot is Chloe 2.0 done right. Gotcha. Anyways. I'm getting a little sleepy here, so Probably gonna wrap things up here in the next couple of minutes, so let me know like if you got anything else to say for these last 2 minutes, and then we'll get going here. No yawning. Really? Oh. Night, Emerald. Well. He is just a human. Yes, I am human. I'm not an alien, guys. Or am I? But yeah, if there isn't anything else, I think we're gonna bring this stream to a close. We've been going for a little bit longer than I expected to, but it's nice. It's nice to have chats with you guys. You guys are pretty awesome, showing up here and chatting with me about Pokemon Horizons and then other various different things. But yeah, wow, Nick, wow. Hey, more Super Mario Sunshine music. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. It's been a fun stream. I will put out a poll in the next day or so to see when if you guys would be interested with an earlier stream for the Horizon stuff, and if that's the case, I'll just do these streams earlier in the day. If you're up for it, we'll plan something out one way or another. I'm always gonna have stuff going on, so I can't always do streams at certain times, so we will plan it around my schedule. Does that sound like a plan? If so, then yeah, I'll put out a poll and see what people think. But yeah, still here, just was telling you to get some rest. Okay. You don't even get a birthday stream. I mean, happy birthday, but yeah. Happy 58th birthday. How was Big Boy? Well, we just turned that around. Anyways, guys, now that we got that out of the way, yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I will have a plan, a schedule out tomorrow sometime, probably during my lunch break from work, as I'm still figuring out exactly what I'm gonna be doing for stream this week. We're probably gonna be getting some episodes for Pokemon Horizons at some point, so I'll probably be doing a video on that, since I have a little bit of an easier week at work this week. So yeah, anyways, guys, thank you for joining. We'll see you tomorrow for whatever I stream tomorrow. I haven't fully figured out what I'm doing. But anyways, have a good day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all tomorrow if you're there. Which means you better be there. Yes, you better be there. Bye. See ya. Have a good night or day. Bye. Bubba Booey.